Hello again, this is Helios' video game blog part 4. And in this fourth part we will be talking about the next big thing to revolutionize the world of FPS gaming, Left 4 Dead. Left 4 Dead is a co-op FPS being developed by Valve Corporation. This will be for the PC and the let's see here. Yes, it will be for the PC and the 360, and it will be your typical zombie apocalypse game with some added twists. Left 4 Dead will be a first-person shooter, but there'll be full visualization of the player's character's body, which means that not only will you have full body awareness, which is where you can look down and see your body, which is usually uncommon in source games, but there'll also be scenes that's where your viewpoint changes to a third-person perspective, similar to that in Team Fortress 2. So the 4 players will be, this game will be for up to 8 players. 4 players can control the 4 main characters of the game, the survivors, who can play through the levels, fight off the infected, which are humans that have been infected with some sort of mutated form of rabies. I don't know what that's supposed to be. Survivors can also be controlled bots, and Left 4 Dead is focused on cooperation and team play for all survivors. Color outlines that are visible through the walls so players stick together and coordinate the movements. Now, survivors can opt down when infected, and can only get up with the help of a friend. Certain special attacks that also require systems to get out of. Survivors can share health packs and help each other heal. So again, this game really emphasizes teamwork and cooperation. However, Left 4 Dead will have full friendly fire that will not be able to be turned off. But the more damage a survivor has, the less damage a friendly fire shot would do. The survivors will be communicated through either voice chat, which will be included in this game, and also response role commands that have been added by quick menus. They'll sound off automatically when doing such things as reloading or spotting infected. And there are currently over 1,000 lines of dialogue recorded for each survivor. Now, the game will be experienced through scenarios that take place at various urban and rural locals, like a hospital or a countryside. Each scenario will be divided into several shorter sections between safe houses, where the players will get a save point, have a chance to heal and reload, and those who have died early level will return. The levels will neither be linear, but they will not be completely open either. There will be a number of alternate roads to follow, and at the end of a scenario, the players will defend their position for a final onslaught on the infected until their getaway vehicle arrives. And each scenario lasts about 45 to 75 minutes. One of the defining features of Left 4 Dead will be the AI Director. The AI Director is a dynamic system for game genre pacing and difficulty. In most FPS games, the enemies have fixed spawn points. However, in Left 4 Dead, the Director places enemies in different positions, which creates a new experience each time. It also bounces action moments of tense calm as the players progress skill. As players progress, skill, and status is used to create balanced and rewarding resistance for players of various skills. Now also 4 players can control the powerful infected with unique abilities amongst the other AI-controlled infected. Now, the playable infected numbers are limited, so players must select their preferred infected and wait for it to spawn, with the one infected called a tank being the exception. It's only playable a few times during each scenario. Now, the infected have the ability to see survivors to walls, at certain range, survivors aren't running, with the flashlight on or talking. The infected can also have night vision, and if the survivors stay still, they'll see a marker for likely path of advance, like set up ambushes. The infected can also go certain ways up buildings, and apparently they have immunity to falling damage. Like the orange box, there'll be an achievement system for Left 4 Dead. It will record players not only their accomplishments but mishaps. Like, survivors will be given awards for completing a scenario without using any health packs or without helping a fellow survivor, and of course punishment will be given for friendly fire. And the infected will also receive these things like receive rewards for killing survivors, combined attacks to survivors, or causing a swarm of AI-controlled infected that kills a survivor. And demerits will receive for mishaps such as like harming a teammate, avoiding the survivors for a certain period of time, or purposely helping the survivors. I don't know. The 360 version will be similar to the PC version, but the response rules will not be included because of complications with the controller, and they'll only be using voice chat for that one instead. Now, there are 4 survivors in this game, and these 4 survivors are some of the most detailed models I've seen for a Source game, because the engine that Left 4 Dead runs on is an upgraded version of the engine used in the orange box, which is called Source 2007, so I guess we can call this one Source 2008. There are 4 playable human characters. You have Lewis, who is a businessman in a shirt and tie, Francis, a tattoo-covered biker, Zoe, a young woman from a rich family, who's model from Aisha Glidewell, who is the model for Shell and Portal, and also for you furry fans, she is the voice of Crystal in Star Fox, and also an old Vietnam veteran named Bill. Survivors are given various weapons in the game. They start off with either a pump-action shotty or an Uzi, and they can let it pick on a lot of weapons like the M16 assault rifle, the Ruger M14, the Benelli M4, and so on and so forth. They can also carry a Molotov cocktail or a pipe bomb, and also you can also carry some handguns, which appear to be Springfield 1911s as backup, and you can only fire those handguns when you're knocked down. You can also use any items to bash infected and can perform a one-hit kill when they're not looking. Also, automated mounted machine guns can also be found at defensible positions in some areas of the game. There are 5 main boss types of infected you can play as in Left 4 Dead. You have the Boomer, which is a hugely obese infected that can vomit projectiles that can projectile vomit the survivors, blinding them and occasionally attracting swarms of nearby infected to them. Boomers, which blow up when they die, spawning nearby survivors with vomit, spraying them. You have the Hunter, which is an agile infected who can climb walls and jump over rooftops. Also, crouch sometimes is under a powerful pound stack that survivor will pin a survivor down until the Hunter is knocked off. The Smoker will have a long tongue that he can use to strangle survivors from a distance. The Witch is the only mutant infected that cannot be played by human players and does not appear in the game's easy difficulty mode. And they can survive. They can knock down a survivor in one hit and take a large amount of damage. And the Tank is a huge, muscular, but noisy infected that is capable of throwing large objects. Source 2008 will be, well, of course, will have, be optimized for multi-core processors. So, I would recommend that, getting a powerful processor for this game, probably, either a multi-core or probably, like, maybe one of the Athlon 64 processors will work. As for video cards, probably one of the new video cards, the NVIDIA 8000 or 9000 series, I would recommend. Other tidbits like physics-based animation for clothes, hair, and bodies, as well as new particle system. There will also be post-processing effects such as real-time shadows cast by the flashlights, filmic effects such as motion blur, film grain, color saturation, and vignetting. And that's pretty much all I have here for Left 4 Dead. Left 4 Dead will be released for North America on November 4th, and will be released for the European Union on November 7th.